Hi, my name is Bryce. Welcome back to VHS Play, where we are playing Kingsfield and recording it all on VHS. Checked back with the manual, and I found something interesting out. What sword do I have right now? We've got Seath's sword. So, that's what happened last time. We got into the Elf Shrine and found Seath's sword, Seath's bracelet, I think. Learned the water spell called Seath. It was a very Seath-filled episode. It was pretty cool. However, the manual mentioned that swords that have sword magic can also have a secondary effect. So, that is Seath's. We'll admit... There we go. I will admit to doing a little bit of Googling around for walkthrough information to see what swords had magic and what that magic might do. This is apparently invincibility, and it costs 0 mana, and while I have this sword up, I am invincible. And apparently lowering the sword actually counts as an attack. So, yeah, that's cool. So the ice sword shoots out like homing beacons, or homing ice missiles. The Shiden does like a cross slash or something. Yeah, that's neat. The flame sword shoots out like a grenade. That's cool. Do I have any other magic swords? I don't. The only other magic sword I can think of, aside from the dark sword, which we need to go get from... we have that dark crystal that we found last time, which we need to take that to... Leon? Tio? Tion? I don't know. Leon, I think. Tio was Gigi's father. Anyway, Leon works with crystals, and he said, if you ever find the dark crystal, bring it to me and I'll make a cool sword. So we're going to go make a cool sword. That seems like a great place to start. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. That's good. We're going to do a quick errand first. Of course, I'm going to go kind of the wrong way about it, but whatever. We'll get to where we're going. Maybe. Nope, we are not going to get to where we're going this way. So, let's try that again. The Moon Gate. That's the one that takes me to central location. So while I was poking her, no, don't pick that up. No force. Oh, hey, there she is. Hey there. Gaira is now sleeping to regain his energy. The warrior called the Guard is defending the passageway to Gaira. Tell me about the gold key. This key is used to open... Yeah. The key opens things. The Guard is the mightiest and most skilled warrior. Ice warrior Califargus and the devil Galthafi used to be the Guard. Tell me about this dark crystal. This crystal was given to the High Elf Merlin by Seath. This item is needed to create the dark sword in order to defeat Gaira. Believe what this crystal ball says and decide which way to go. That's the end of her stuff. Tell me about the flame sword. This weapon belongs to the element of fire. It was made by Sadek, the mage who was a magician serving King Harving. about the Ice Blade. This sword used to belong to the ice warrior Calfargus and is made of ice crystal. It is a very powerful weapon made of wind and water, but with it one cannot use fire magic. Good to know that it's the sword that keeps me from using fire magic. I have a bunch of items that I should probably have her look at. Tell me about the Bloody Crown. This item looks like an old crown, but it has magical powers. When it is equipped, it will make your magical interval last longer. So that was something I stumbled into when I was looking up that walkthrough stuff to just check on a few things with the sword magic and whatnot. Apparently, this actually makes it take longer for magic to recharge, which that sucks. So. Yeah, it has great magic resistance, but it's that's a non-negotiable, I think. This helmet was granted to the High Elf warrior Merlin by Seath. Merlin by Seath sounds like some sort of either clothes brand or cologne brand or something silly like that. Merlin by Seath. The helmet automatically recovers HP. Cool. That's two things that I have that give me that effect. Granted, I think I took one of those off, because I have so many different items now. Ice armor. Armor that used to belong to the ice warrior Calfargus. It is made from ice crystal, and because of its attributes, it has a great defensive effect against fire. But she didn't say that the ice armor keeps me from using fire magic, so it might be worth putting that back on. Dark armor, we looked at this. The armor used by the great demon Galthfi. One who uses it will be surrounded by darkness and unable to use light magic. Which is almost fine, because we don't really have any light magic anyway that's useful aside from light. And I still have no idea what the breath spell does. Probably should have looked that up when I was poking around that fact. Crystal Guard. The shield belonged to the ice warrior Calfargus and is made of ice crystal. Because of its attributes, it has a great defensive effect on fire. Okay, that is pretty much the exact same thing, but, for a shield. Bum, bum, bum. If you equip this tier, I think I already read that one. Back down the list of things. Seath's bracelet. This item was made by the High Elf artisan Ivil Napaja. With this ring, this will increase your offense power. Neat. Down, down, down the list of things. Okay, I have no idea what this ring does. This ring changes an ordinary arrow into a light arrow, which will make an ordinary bow or arbalist more powerful. Glad I wore that for way too long. Miners map. Okay, back into regular item territory. Don't think there's anything new here. All right, we are done. Thanks. Let's see. Okay. Real quick bit of cleanup. So, basically I had that walkthrough open to find out the solution to the Shrine Key puzzle, since I thought I remembered it and had it totally almost right, and then I just kept putting the wrong thing in and getting the answer wrong, and yeah, all that stuff. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Supposedly somewhere. Hey, dude. Wait. Alright. So, something about rhombus doors. This is the first rhombus door. Ignore it. Basically, I had a peek through that walkthrough, just to get an idea of where some of the crystals I've missed might be, because I'm pretty sure I'm getting close to the end of the game. Again, once you open a walkthrough, it's really hard to not just like look at all sorts of little details that you should probably not be looking at, but basically, like, I have most of the swords at this point. Come on. I have, several of the magics up to full. Alright. This is not where I want to go. Okay, we're only going to wander around for a minute more before I, call this into just screw it, I'll do it later. But anyway, I think there's a light crystal somewhere down this way that I missed. Alright. Basically, like, ignore that door. Something, something rhombus. Something, something key. Nice quick look. Okay. It's one of those walkthroughs that was, very just... They just use their words. And just, like, describe things briefly. Hey, dude. Do you want to have a bad time? Because you're about to have a bad time. Alright. I have this sword equipped. Yes. Well, that was fun. Okay. Alright, I think unfortunately I have actually found this light crystal. Yep. So, yeah. Sorry for wasting all of that time. And this is why I was looking at a walkthrough instead of trying to do this all on camera or just, like, wander around off camera. Because there's certainly things I've missed, and... yeah. Basically, that's what it looks like when you start searching for stuff. Is you just start rubbing against the wall, hitting X as fast as you can. And yeah, I don't want to have to do that on camera because that would it'd probably be real boring to watch. This is not the right way. Look at me getting lost. Alright. Okay, this is the right way. Alright, back on track. Only took, 5 minutes. Apologies for that. by the end of this episode, we are going to have the dark sword, though, and we're going to try it out on something. And we'll try out its magic as well. But yeah, walkthroughs are dangerous things. Like, the moment you start looking stuff up, then it turns very quickly into like a Wikipedia-style rabbit hole of just like, ooh, but what about that thing? Ooh, but about this? But there is also something, like, I did mention, I believe last episode, that I feel like I should have found a fire crystal in the this is the way I want to go. Backwards up the stairs. There we go. I mentioned that I feel like I should have found a fire crystal in the fire palace. Or fire cave. That is apparently a thing also, is that little sign says, oh yeah, this is the fire cave, but if you use the lens of truth, or truth glass, then it will tell you this is actually the Magic Palace of Fire, which is a much fancier name. Creepy chair. Hey dude. If you find the dark crystal, please bring it to me. Hey dude. Ba-ba-ba-bum. I will make the most powerful sword with this crystal. This is my mother's wish, as well as that of the elves. I will never regret doing this, even if I lose my life while making it. But I need more time. Will you leave me alone for a while? Later. Alright. So, let's give him some time, and in the meantime, we're going to use that moon gate, get back to that centralized location. We're then going to run over to the big mine to get over to the magic palace. Nope. Don't take the key. Get to our fire cave / magic palace of fire. Subdudes. Ba-ba-ba-bum. And we're going to find a fire crystal. Oops, wrong door. This one. This way to the big mine / base no 4 / magic palace of fire. I said open. Geez, door. Hey, guy that just suddenly spawned. I'm going to hit you with this sword. Did it. Oh, hey. A bit of crystal. Okay, so at this point, I'm pretty comfortable saying, yeah, the crystal shards, throw them into a bin, turn them into cash. Dun, dun. Nope, this way around. No. This one. Boop. Good old pillar of wind. One toasty cave. Hey, Copper Knight. Hot diggity dang. That took 2 hits. It was taking 4 previously, so yeah, that's just tasty. That feels good. Alright. Skeletor. Still 2 hits for a skeleton. Am I even going the right way? Probably not. Okay. I want to try something real quick. That feels cool. So yeah. Sword's in the way, moving kind of slow, but completely immune to the things. Next trick. Yes. Lowering the sword is in fact an attack. Well, this sword is pretty fun. Okay, we're going long, but that's because I wasted a bunch of time looking through walls. Or rather, looking at walls, not actually making any progress. Okay, so hopefully I end up going one of the right directions. One of these days. That would be cool. Hey, this is where we can do a thing. Fire sword. So you can use either fire spells or fire swords to do this. I don't know why I didn't think to try it. I think the thought crossed my mind and I did, not much with it. Did I miss? And there we go. There's the fire crystal that I thought we should have found. Turns out I just didn't find it. Magic learned. And that gives us the Firestorm spell, which unfortunately, it sounds like it has a worse off damage to mana ratio or some such. There is the other room that had like the empty chest. If we went there, is there anything else I need to do here? Nope. Yes. Give me strength. And a level up, dang. Thanks, Copper Knight. What a champ. Okay, we're going to try something real quick. We'll put on a wind cutter since that's nice and easy. Okay, so even though I have magic equipped, I can still use my sword magic, it seems. That was fun. Cool, so yes, I can use my sword magic still, even if I have magic equipped, which is great. So let's put on something fun. I like Firewall's fun. Ice Storm and Freeze are a lot of fun. I haven't really gotten to use Meteor. I've never used Earthwave except for like once. I don't even know if I did that on camera. That's what it does. Yeah, let's do Fireball. It's a pretty solid spell. And let's use the Moon Gate, go back to our centralized location, and then go back up to Leon's. Let's not take this key. Okay. Another thing that I found out, which is really useful information, is you can actually kill the NPCs. This is something I've never been aware of. I think I might have, every once in a while accidentally attacked at them, but apparently you can sit there and stab them. And while I'm sitting here talking through this, I realize I could have just walked over and tried to do the thing. But basically, Selfie, I think is his name, the dark elf with the ruinous boots, which, look an awful lot like Seath's everything else. This way. Apparently we can just sit there and poke him with a dagger to slowly move him out of the way, so we can just walk by him and get the boots. And then also steal what's in that treasure chest behind him. So. Alright. Hey dude. You need more time. Do you still need more time? You need more time. Okay. I know I said we weren't going to end the episode until we got the sword, but he needs more time. So, I guess... Let's see. I'm kind of stuck on this because it's I really want to get that sword and try it out. But at the same time, I don't know how much time he's going to, want. So instead, let's go... I would like to go back to the small mine because supposedly Phi has a light crystal, which we definitely have not gotten a light crystal from Phi. So I want to go... where am I? I am in this section of town, which... I don't remember if this connects to the small mine, so 1 second. That's a small mine down there in the south middle. Okay. So yeah, retreading a lot of old ground here. But it's all for a good cause. It's giving Leon more time to make our super fancy sword that has incredible stats and also apparently regenerates health, according to that walkthrough I was looking at. So yeah, it's a cool sword. It doesn't have, a super magical invulnerability mode, but hey, can't ask for everything on one sword. Again, it just feels real good to come back through here and just destroy things. Good old RPG mechanics. Hey dude, why is this happening to us? I don't know. I don't need anything. Take this light crystal with you. You are the only one who can defeat Necron. Please help the residents of the island. Oh, but how can I explain this to Nola? Yes. Why is this happening to us? Yeah, you said that last time, and then you were holding out on a light crystal. Okay. Sure, using it in a graveyard seems like a great place to use a light crystal. Bug out. I think we finally learned Lightning Volt, not to be confused with Bolt. That could very well be a localization issue of just they translated it raw. And hello, Ghost. I have some bad news for you. I forgot. That explodes. And again, spells hurt me. So, yeah. I don't want to get caught in that. Alright, is Nola's house anywhere around here? No, I think she's up by Al. Anyway, it could be, no, they actually meant lightning bolt. Gate. Or it could be that because Japanese doesn't have a V sound, that they, I don't know, basically you've got like a B. Who knows? Like, it's one of those things of, somebody get Tim Lindquist on the phone, he was the translator for this game, and ask him, hey, did they mean Lightning Volt? You know, this game that was released 24 years ago? That, like, just, who knows at this point? It could be they meant Lightning Bolt all along, because that certainly is not a bolt. Like, a bolt just shoots straight or, like, you know, comes down. But, oh, good grief. Frame rate dropping so low. Well, that is the weakness of this spell. You have to make sure you have the vertical clearance for it. Jeez, that hurts. You also have to make sure you have the clearance for it. Like, I really want to shoot something with this spell, but I don't know if I have enough mana for it, actually. I'm out. Nope. Okay, dude, you're in the way. I would like to take the ear. I never did fix that. This is the wrong way for spells. Okay. Yeah. Usually we'll do that when I'm filling flasks, is put flasks on the select button so I can just sit there and tap select instead of having to go through the inventory, you know, open the menu, open the inventory, scroll down until I get to Crystal Flask, use Crystal Flask, and then do that, you know, 8 times in a row. Or I can open up the menu, scroll down to Equipment, scroll down to Select, scroll down to the Crystal Flask, hit the button, and then just, you know, fix my menuing after the fact. Do I get a sword yet, please? Come on, dude. Why do you need so much time? Alright. Okay. So, screw it. We are going to use the Stargate to go back and refill our mana. And probably save. Then we can save after we teleport again. So, I'm going to refill my mana at the fountain. And then we're just going to go ahead and maybe I really would like to keep going forward. But at the same time, we're already like 10 minutes over. Leon needs more time, the jerk. I'm still not accepted by these doors, the jerks. And yeah. Okay. Alright. here's what we're going to do. I'm going to hit this Sun Gate. That's going to take me right back up to the front lines where I left off. And we're going to save here, and I guess we'll call it an episode because, dang it, Leon needs more time. Which, there's not much I can do about that. Sorry the NPCs aren't cooperating and they're not super fast and instantaneous in turning a dark crystal into, the sword of darkness or whatever it is. But, yeah, here's where we're at. We are going to head on forward, since that sword seems to take a while to make, and we're going to go into the next area. So, that's the plan. I'm going to roll down this direction, and that's what we'll do next time, is open this big old door and go on in and actually make progress. So, thank you very much for joining me. I've been Bryce, this has been VHS Play, and have a lovely evening.